don't know if she's there. She said, um, tinanong ko po is, what are your fears? Isa lang yung sinabi niya is if I can handle a job. Everything of us, of course, will start somewhere, right? So, kung you are fearful about handling a job, you'll be able to handle the job as long as you carry on to keep learning. Yun po yung sagot dyan. Kung hindi po kayo matututo, hindi niyo po ini-increase uh, yung skill set, binibuild yung sarili mo to skill set, then you will always not going to be able to handle a job. Okay. As official hour na po tayo. 4:30 p.m. na po. Let's go ahead and get started. Solani Castillo. Oh. Ano yun? Corish, ay akala ko yun yung nagtanong. Okay, so start na po tayo. Officially getting started. We are now at the top of the hour, 4:30 p.m. na po. So we are going to start. So ibababa ko po muna yung comment box and we are going to get back to that later on when we are when we need to have something to discuss. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get started po with our official live webinar. So far, nasa 40 plus po ang attendee natin. And now, let's go ahead. Oops, hindi ko pa nababa yung comment box. So before we start, I would like to request everybody to put away some distractions. Kung meron po tayong mga Facebook o ano pa yung mga magdi-distract sa atin along the way with this webinar that you're not going to get along because meron po tayong mga action items. So you have to take notes. So take notes po. Kumuha po kayo ng papel at paper. Papel at paper. Pen and paper para po to take notes all the things that we're going to discuss. Okay? And then, also, if you have any questions, meron po tayong representative kasali niyo po dyan sa audience that will take your questions. And by the way, please open this link at the top. You could get your questions later on. You could submit your questions along the way. Kung mayroon po kayong questions, isubmit nyo lang po dyan sa link na yan. So, bit.ly/WFH work from home -Q&A. So, dyan po nyo isasubmit yung mga questions nyo along the way po while I'm presenting. So, kung meron pong papatak, ano po yung tawag doon? There will pop up a question in your mind. So, isasubmit nyo lang po dyan. Then, later on at the end of this webinar, we have a Q&A. So, we will answer all those questions. Okay? Para tuloy-tuloy po tayo. And also, if you have the time to share this live webinar to others, you probably could post this link to your friends, to your timeline or your Facebook. Pero after that, umalis na po kayo sa Facebook. Okay, so now, yun po. And I would like to, and also encourage you to stay at the end because we have some bonuses, which I'm going to give you the details more later. Okay, so let me just show you some quotes from Albert Einstein. So, pinost ko na po ito dun sa ating PVAC group. Okay, so it's about our mindset, about our thinking of resolving problems. So let's not be dwindling about many things in life, trying to solve things with the same solution. Okay, so kung naghahanap po tayo ng solution for example, in terms of financial matters, and then as I've mentioned in the post, that many are actually trying to resolve problem with their temporary solutions like rich get quick schemes, like easy money making schemes. Marami pong nagpo-post doon sa ating group, like nag-share ng mga video ni Francisco, sino pa yung mga sikat dyan that actually I've seen a lot of scammers doing that. Okay, so they're just using the names. If you just notice, they just ibabaliktad nilang po yung pangalan nila. They just added something in their name. So please beware of those sharing that they will just share, and that you will become one of those na makaka-receive ng tulong nila. So please, let's try to not solve our problem to that. It's not helping actually. Even our country today is not helping much. Yung mga abuloy ng gobyerno, we have to find something that we could actually use our talents to be of use po. Okay, so another quote. Too little confidence, because this webinar is about will help you boost your confidence, knowing many things to learn. Pasensya po sa aso namin kasi bahay tayo ngayon eh. And you're unable to act. Too little confidence and then you're unable to act. So, yan po, kailangan po yung confidence. And you will boost your confidence, you will grow your confidence kung patuloy po kayong natututo. And one of the things that you're doing today is you're proving yourself to learn. You wanting to learn. So that will help you boost your confidence. But that's not enough. You also have to take action. Okay? So to boost your confidence, you have to do. You have to face that fear. And then another reminder is that too much confidence and you're unable to hear. So mag-ingat din po tayo. Baka masobrahan po tayo ng confidence. Hindi na po tayo makakinig sa iba. We will become boastful. So that concludes, we must humble ourselves. As 1 Peter 5:6 says, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time. So, humility po. Kailangan po natin yan in every aspects of life. What we are in this world are just dust. Di ba po? So, we have nothing, we don't have anything actually to boast. Ano yung mga achievements and accomplishment natin sa buhay, they're actually just privilege that has been given to us. So, wala po tayong maipagmamayabang. All the things that we have are all from God. Our strength, our minds, all our being, our lives, the airs that we breathe. Right? So, we must stay humble. So, that should remind us to stay humble whatever situation. Baka pagkatapos ng webinar or anything that you have been through to training online, yayaman kayo. baka hindi na kayo maging humble. So this is just a reminder for you guys. Okay, so stay at the end of the webinar because we will give some bonuses. The bonus will be I'm launching an upcoming Pinoy Online Academy course. So may hint na po kayo. Marami pa akong courses na ila-launch by the end of May, starting by the end of May. And then you will be one of those founding members. Pipili pa akong ng 5 sa mga attendees ngayon that you will be one of those 5 founding members that will get access to the Pinoy Online Academy courses. And then you also receive free loads. More details about those courses later at the end. So free loads po. Magbibigay ako ng free loads. So I reserve 1,500 pesos po to send to you. Hindi po isa hahatiin po yan sa lahat ng mga magsitay at the end. So kung dami po, so pray na lang po kayo na hindi po dadami yung attendees para mas malaki yung hahatian yung load. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying. Okay, so next. Ano pa bang next? Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So about Clint. So sino nga ba si Clint? I actually hates talking about myself and I'm inconvenient. So ano lang po, bibilisan ko lang po dito na part ha. Okay, so here we are. I wasn't good in English. So I want to tell to you that I wasn't good in English. Even today, hindi po ako magaling sa English. Okay? So hasa-hasa lang po yan. So nahasa lang po through conversation of the clients. Kaya wag po kayong mag-alala if you're not good in English right now. Kung hindi po kayo magaling dyan. Hindi po kailangan ng professional English teacher ka to actually be able to work online. No, that's not the primary need. And I didn't finish college. Okay? So I didn't finish college. I'm undergraduate actually. And ang nangyari po is that hindi ko na po ano po yung salaysay my past. Okay? I didn't finish college. I just wanted to show that kung meron po sa inyo dito that have that hesitant that Baka hindi ako matanggap because of that situation. No, I will tell you that that is not. You will be able to work online even if you don't need bachelor's degree to actually work online. You need real work experiences online. That's why you have to learn things kung ano yung ginagamit ng mga business owners. So which we are going to tackle. Okay? So, eto po ako at the age of 21. So I actually early built a family at the age of 21. Sana wag niyo pong tularan. And if you've been here as early as you could, correct what you have. Magpakasal po kayo like we did. Okay, so I became a Christian. We've been converted to Christianity at my 22. So I just wanted to stress this about Christianity, okay, because I'm a Christian. Hindi po Christian yung you are part of a religion or you are part of something religiosity or you are religious. Hindi po yung nagdetermine your Christianity mo. That should be the result if you are a Christian, but that should not determine that you're a Christian. Through Christianity po, if you just read the entire Bible, and I was awakened to that and truthful to know about the Christian is about Christianity is that you have faith and trusted the Lord Jesus Christ and what He did in the cross, that He shed His precious blood for the payment of the sins of the world, including me and you. So if you have that faith, then you are called Christian. Hindi po yung membro ka ng specific name of the churches. Okay, so Christianity is about your faith and trust in the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, and I've been working online since 2010. So whatever achievement that I have today, this year, I was able to build my own team. That's because I've been 10 years online, okay? So I've been 10 years na po online. So everybody has a starting point. Kaya wag niyo pong ikumpara if you are just getting started right now. So you have to start somewhere. The only problem is if you don't start. Again, pasensya po sa aso. Gusto niya sumali sa webinar eh. Gusto daw niyang matuto mag-work online. Okay, so I've been working online. So kung don't hesitate or wag po kayong ma-shame if you're just getting started. Don't be intimidated kung marami na pong may successful online, okay? Because you have to start somewhere. And this is your starting point. You've joined this webinar, okay? So I've worked and served for well-known entrepreneurs. So like James Wadmore. Ito po si James Wadmore. If you search his name over the internet, this person is very popular. And I started working for him as an employee. And I was working for him since 2010 as an article writer. Kaya yun po isa yung nahasa yung English ko a little bit. Okay? So noon I actually matagal po ako matapos mag-reply because I have to construct my English properly. Kaya po along the way by God's grace natuto naman. So up until now this person is actually hindi ko na po siya employer, but still he's our client because there is a transition in our business. Hindi na po ako nagtatrabaho as an employee. We are working business to business po because of the transition of the business. Okay, so yun po yung kagandahan in working online. And I'm going to show that to you, your online career path that you could pursue. And yun po yung mga career paths that I've been through that I'm going to share to you. And this is Brandon Lucero and also Kyrie Green. Okay, these people, sorry. Oops. Mali na pindot. These people are actually friends. Friends po sila, yung tatlo. Actually, ito po yung kagandahan. If you have a good output, you perform well in working online, ang kagandahan po is that you will be recommended with their friends or business owner friends. Yan po yun. Yun po yung kagandahan if you have. That's why it's initially you have to work with your best. That's what we're going to discuss more later on. Okay? So, and ano pa ba yun? And by the way, of course, you don't want to rely on the word of mouth, okay? So we're not going to talk about marketing, how you would be able to get clients in this webinar, but we have some tips to do so later on, okay? So now, webinar, who this is a webinar for? Ang tagal natin, no? Akala ko madali doon. Don't have any idea. If you don't have any idea about work from home career, then if you want to boost your confidence, ito po yun. This is for you. And if you want to transition from offline job to online job, if you are tired of working offline, like you hate commuting, napapagod na po kayo sa ganyang routine, and you wanted to try online, then this webinar is for you. You will learn a lot. And then those who want to have an extra income on the side, you actually make this working online on the side. And actually, I don't recommend you to transition, iiwan mo yung offline job mo already because you find the opportunity online. No, you could slowly transition. Okay? And then, those who want to make a full-time online career. So if you wanted to make this full-time, and actually, my friends that I have taught, mga kilala ko, mga initial students that I've taught about working online, they just started this on the side and then they fully transitioned to online career. And then, those who are coachable, okay? So you're here because you wanted to be taught, right? And being coachable, meaning you want to be taught, and that means you have to neglect and disregard your old system and beliefs that are actually just getting yung hindi ka natututo. All right? So you are not a hearer. And those who are not those who are willing to take action whatever it takes. Ito po para po sa inyo to. You are a doer, not hearers only. Whatever it takes is implying, I'm not implying illegalities, okay? Whatever it takes, kahit illegal, I will go through to that. Hindi po. Okay? So whatever it takes implies that if it requires commitment and self-discipline, still I will do that. Okay? Because when you are actually taking action of the things that I've said here, you might feel tired, you might feel bored, you might feel whatever downsizing or whatever, if you feel frustrated like that, but you will still have the passion pursue. That's what I that's what I meant by whatever it takes. Hindi po yung kahit illegal yan po yung ginagawa ng scammers. Kahit mga illegal, pinapasok nila yan just to make money. And what this is not, para po to give you an expectation, okay? So this is not an MLM. Kung you're expecting this in MLM, hindi po. We're not promoting multi-level marketing products or multi-level marketing business. And this is not easy money-making scheme. You have to work. You have to do. You have to take action. Okay? And it's about working online, and it's not a product selling. And it's not for those who only want to get. So what I'm what I'm implying here is that you're not willing to invest. So you just only want to get, and you don't have the mindset to actually give back. So hopefully, put it in your mind that whatever you learn, whatever you have the knowledge, and that help you, hopefully you will have the passion to share to others. Like in our PIVA community, kung meron po kayong mga matutunan, hopefully you will be passionate enough to actually give your time and tips to others that needs that. Okay, yun po yung ibig sabihin that you only want to get. Not for those who are not committed for change. Okay, so if you still want to stay wherever you are with your predefined solution to your predefined problem, hindi po to para sa'yo. Okay, so you have to commit to change. Kung kailangan ng disiplina sa sarili mo, this is for you. Okay, if you're there to do that. Okay, so at the end of this webinar, you will be learning getting paid, career paths to pursue, tools and platforms, and reliable places to get clients, and landing a job and avoid scam, and how to build your skill set the right way. So ito po yung mga main topics, agenda natin for this training. So are you excited to get started? So say yes in the comment. Ay, napilitan. Okay, so thank you so much for staying. Sana hindi po kayo nag-stay para sa load, ha. Okay, so let's get started. Without further ado, let's go ahead. Maraming yes. Alive. Mga live ni James. Okay, sige, let's go ahead and get started with getting paid. So getting paid is basically, I'm not implying that the ways or ano po yung I'm just telling you the gateways to get paid online. So some of you may probably already familiar with this. Okay, you need to have something. You have to have a payment gateways or merchant accounts to actually receive payment online from online clients. Okay? So, okay, ito po yung mga recommendation ko, and this is what I am using. PayPal and GCash. Okay, so kung wala po kayong PayPal at wala po kayong GCash, you're not familiar with this, your action item is that. Okay, so, and then, there's also an option to PayPal plus bank. So, notice PayPal is always there. Then, you could also receive payment through remittances. And remittances is like Remitly and Zoom. Yun po yung mga experience ko that about remittances. Okay? And then, PayPal plus Maya and PayMaya and bank transfer and Pioneer. Ito po yung mga recommendation kong ways to get paid. So Pioneer is basically, I'm not too fond of it because of their high fees. And PayPal to just letting you know about this PayPal plus bank is ang kaibahan po sa GCash at PayPal plus bank is that PayPal to bank takes longer. It takes 3 to 5 days to actually receive the money from PayPal. Okay, then kung may PayPal po is the way you could receive payment from clients. Okay, so if you are going to get paid through PayPal ng client is that you will transfer that money and to your GCash account. Okay, so yan po yung process namin, and when you have this process, it will only take you seconds. So coming from PayPal, so you have to have those accounts. So yan po yung first things that we have learned. So are you familiar with PayPal? Anybody? Or anybody familiar with GCash? PayMaya? Okay, good thing that you are familiar, and hopefully you already have an account. So meron na po ba sa inyo dito na wala pang account? I have PayPay. Okay, so good thing that you are familiar with this thing, because our action item for this is that you have to sign up for PayPal and create GCash account and connect to PayPal. Okay, so just screenshot the action items here so that kung hindi niyo pa po ito nagawa, you will have a convenient time to do it later on. Okay? So, good thing. Pag na-connect niyo na po yan, that means you already are half of the step. Hindi pa po half. You are 1/4 of the step. Okay? Because you have to develop your skill set to start getting clients or develop your skill set to start working online. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next, and that is work from home career paths. So meron pong tatlong career paths that I'm going to speak, and this is where I've been through, and pwede nyo po rin itong gayahin, and that is being a virtual assistant. Okay? So, yun pong PVAC is more about virtual assistant topics. Yun po yung why it exists there. So, being a virtual assistant, basically, you are tied to a contract for full-time or part-time, providing your expertise or your skill set that you already have, like data entry, like simple graphic design, simple video editing, or you could be more advanced if you have those skill set. Even accounting, bookkeeping, marami pong pwedeng gawin ng virtual assistant. Virtual assistant, as the name implies, is that you are a personal assistant working virtually. Yan po yung concept niya. So since we are using internet, we are working as an assistant to the business owner. We are working remotely or virtually. That's why it's called virtual assistant. Okay? So, yan po yun. You could learn the virtual assistant skill sets, and which we are going to talk more later on in a few slides. And then you also could work as a freelancer. So, meron pong kaibahan sila. And actually, I've been, uh, m- m- ano yun? I've been, nalito din ako sa kanila at first. So, but a freelancer is basically they just differ to a in terms of workflow, or I mean their nature of schedule, because virtual assistant more likely are contracted with like full-time or part-time contracts, while a freelancer is you are the contractor. So that means you work on your own time, you work on your specified contract that you wanted to give to the clients that you wanted to work for. Okay, so yan po yung naging transition ng career ko. I started working as a virtual assistant full-time for James Wadmar, as I mentioned earlier, for $50 per week. Malaki na po yan noon at the year 2010. And then later, he increased me for $75 per week, and then became 80, became 100, and then became $500 per week. Kasi I brought a team. Meron na po akong training noon. So yun po yung transition, and then later on I built my own services, which I'm going to show you later on, the places to get clients, to actually provide a freelancer services. So yun po yung transition ng aking career online. And then you could also start your own agency. See, there's a big opportunity online that you could scale. You could start from virtual assistant by just working for $4 to $5 per hour, and then later on, if you have going to expand, you could work as a freelancer to work as to your own pace. And then if you grow, you could start working as, or you could build your own agency as a business. Of course, it requires more money, and it requires it requires a big investment if you want to start your own agency, especially you have to know about marketing and a lot of things, which we're not going to tackle about today. Okay, so baka information overload tayo. So main objective of this any of these career paths is actually to make the lives of those whom we serve, either it's a company or it's a business owners that we're serving, their lives easier. We want to make their lives easier because ang business owners po kasi marami po yan silang pino-focus, mga entrepreneurs. They want to focus their time because they value their time much. They focus on the more important things that actually generates revenue in their online businesses. And here we are as virtual assistant, freelancer, and or even an agency. We help them take care of those things that blocks them to focus on the things that they want to focus on. Okay, so we are kumbaga we are a lifter of heavy things. Heavy lifters ba yun? Okay, so we lift the heavy things out from them that burdens. For example, like a website, gumagawa ng website, instead of them trying to put their time on creating website, we could take that from them. We could take away that from them so that they could focus more on other valuable things that they need to focus on. Yun po yung ginagawa natin sa ating yan po ating mga services that we could provide. That's just one, and we will talk more about that. So, your action items today, please keep those career paths in mind. So along the way, you might probably transition from one to another, and even to the creating your own agency. And God bless to you. And I won't, by the way, kung mag-create ka ng agency mo, hindi kita i-compete. I would be happy to see people that are actually going to go to that. And then we will be partners. Okay, so, ang layo ng pananaw ko. Alright, so now we are going to discuss about tools and platforms, okay? So tools and platforms that you need to familiarize in order for you to serve different type of business owners. Okay, so there are different platforms online that you need to familiarize. Pero ang i-share ko ngayon sa inyo is that yun pong mga experience ko working with, so that you could start learning them and master them, and so that you could start serving clients onto those platforms that I'm going to introduce you later on. But first, let me dive you into this, the most important tools you should know and have. Okay, so I categorize them into two. That is the project and task management tools. Kailangan mo pong i-familiarize ang mga project and task management to manage tasks or projects para sa mga clients that you are going to work for. And we will talk about that in a few slides. Then you also have to familiarize communication and collaboration tools. Ito po yung mga tools that will help you communicate with them to provide progress and to collaborate. Ano ba yan? Napipilipit tila ko. To collaborate with them. Okay? So, to work with them in collaboration. In sync. Okay, so let's dive into this too. So let's start with project and task management that I could recommend you. And the purpose of those is that to help you serve them better and to communicate and collaborate and get things done. Yun po yung purpose that you have to familiarize this project management tool and collaboration and communication tools. So let's dive into the list. Are you there? So let's continue learning. Doggy Doggy is barking. The project and task management. Ito po yun. 1. I recommend you to start learning ClickUp. Okay, so ClickUp, ito po yung mga project management. So Asana, Monday.com, Trello, and Rike. Ito lang po yung 5 yung nilista ko. Pero napakarami pong project and task management tools that you could work. But I would recommend you to study ClickUp first. ClickUp is very popular right now. This is actually our team already transitioned to ClickUp. So we've been from Asana. Meron pa po kami mga clients that using Asana and Monday.com, but we are recommending them to transition to ClickUp because ClickUp is very great. Very great tool. So ClickUp is defeating Asana. It's actually combining Asana, Monday.com, and Trello. Napakarami pong feature. And I will show you later on at the end this webinar. Okay, your action items. Sign up to ClickUp and explore. That's your action items today for this slide. Okay? And then, in communication and collaboration tool, you will have to master and familiarize yourself with Google Drive, Dropbox, Loom, Slack, LastPass, Zoom, and Flock, and Skype. So these are also common tools na ginagamit ng mga business owners to communicate and to collaborate. Okay, so Google Drive is a file collaboration tool and Dropbox. And it's best that you actually master Google Drive because ang Google Drive po is a replacement po yan ng Microsoft Office. And it's easy to collaborate things. Like if you want to create a Google Doc, nandiyan na po yan. Nandiyan na po sa, mayroon pong Google Doc. Hindi niyo na po kailangan gumamit ng Microsoft Word. And again, it's free. All right? It's free. And then Loom. Loom is one of the tools that business owners use to actually communicate, to instruct things out. And then Slack is a messaging tool, and Flock to communicate with them. Again, nagalit na ako. Okay, so and here we go. We are now on Slack, and I know where we at. Okay, so Slack is a messaging tool like Flock. So ito po yung green, yan po yung Flock, F-L-O-C-K. Yun po yung ginagamit ng team namin to communicate. And Slack and Flock are pretty much the same in concept in terms of communication tool, messaging tool. Kasi po, yung business owners, they don't want to be on Messenger, on Facebook, okay? Because Facebook and social media are distracting. They're getting a lot of time from us, all right? So that's why they get out from those. So take a screenshot of this and try to spend your time on that later on to familiarize these tools. LastPass is a login and sharing tool you could install to your computer. So yun po yun. And then now, let's talk about action items. Sign up and set up and explore these tools. Make sure you make a screenshot. And then here we are going to discuss about the popular tools and platforms of online businesses. So kailangan nyo po itong i-familiarize because these are most likely kailangan po ng mga businesses. In terms of creating website, kailangan nyo po i-familiarize ang mga platforms that could create website. And email marketing platforms. Ano ba yung mga email marketing platforms? Webinar, membership site, to create membership site. Check out e-commerce and social media management. So we're going to talk about this in a few slides. So kailangan nyo po itong familiarize ng mga platforms because most likely business owners need them. So when you familiarize kung ano yung platforms to create a website, then you will be able to build a website for a client. Okay? So here we go. Website platforms. So ito po yung mga recommendation ko to start your exploration. So make sure you screenshot this. Okay, one is WordPress. So if you anyone who familiar with WordPress here, WordPress naman, WordPress, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, Kartra, Instapage, Lead Pages, Joomla, Magento, Squarespace, and Bounce. So yun po yung mga yan pong hinighlight ko in yellow. That's the recommended platforms that I want you to spend your time on. Meron pang Wix. So I don't actually a fan of Wix. I hate Wix. Okay, so ito po yung mga list ng mga website platforms that you could spend or familiarize yourself with. And I'm gonna show you how you would be able to building your skill set the right way later on. Okay, so in email marketing platforms, you could start familiarizing ActiveCampaign, Kajabi, Infusionsoft, ConvertKit, MailChimp, Drip, Aweber, and yun. Okay, yun po yung mga platforms for email marketing. So kailangan po ng mga business owners ng email marketing tools for their business, to their online business. So we could help them by managing their what we call their email marketing platforms that they're using. And these things that I'm highlighting in yellow are most likely being used by business owners right now. Okay, so next is the webinar platforms. So far, are you learning? Hopefully. And are you enjoying? So webinar platforms. We're going to start about webinar platforms. Is Zoom, Easy Webinar, Demio, Webinar Jam, EverWebinar, GoToWebinar. Alright, so ito po yung mga webinar platforms that you need to spend your time to familiarize with. Okay, so yan po. So don't forget to screenshot para po you could take on this later on, and then you spend your time on learning these tools or these platforms that I've recommended. So kagaya nito, that I'm not including YouTube. Okay, I'm not including YouTube because most business owners are not using YouTube to promote their webinars, because ang disadvantage po kayo sa YouTube, you're not able to know who attended or who don't. Ito po yung mga na-recommend ko na tools. Ginagamit po yun ng mga business owners because they want to know who attended, because they could create a segmented email marketing for those who attended and for those who didn't. Ganyan po yung flow ng mga online businesses. Alright, so that's why wala po yung YouTube. They don't use YouTube. Okay, so membership platforms. Membership platforms is Kajabi, Teachable, Kartra, ClickFunnels, Podia, WordPress plugins, and Thinkific. So ito po yung mga platforms that you could use. And actually, WordPress platforms is basically, I meant WordPress, but because WordPress is a versatile platform, that means you could just you could just install plugins to make the WordPress a membership platform. You could make a WordPress a social media platform. Yan po yung kagandahan ng WordPress if you are mastering WordPress. But meron na pong mga specific platforms for a specific need, like membership platforms. Yan po yung mga hinighlight ko in yellow. So it's good that you would spend your time on learning this to familiarize with yourself. Checkout platforms. Ang checkout platforms naman is the way that people could actually receive money from their business, from their online business. So ito po yung mga platforms that I would recommend you to spend your time to familiarize with. So notice that I'm mentioning Kajabi a lot, Kartra, ClickFunnels, because they are actually all in one platform. That means they are a platform to create a website. They are a platform that they could create. They could be used on email marketing system. They have their own built-in email marketing system. They have their membership platform, and then they have a checkout system. Yan po yung kagandahan ng mga mention ko multiple times here. All right, so better to actually spend the time uh, that I've mentioned multiple times on this. And then e-commerce platforms. These are the platforms to actually create website like Shopify and I mean Shopee, Lazada. Yun po yung mga e-commerce platforms po yan. So you could create e-commerce websites using Shopify. Shopify is a e-commerce platform, and WordPress is also a platform that you could use. Again, WordPress is versatile. You could just install a specific plugin for a specific need, and you will be able to create a different platforms like e-commerce platform, a membership platform. And WooCommerce is actually one of the WordPress plugin to convert WordPress to an e-commerce. And Magento and Joomla. So ito po yung mga different website platforms to create an e-commerce website. Yeah. So I think meron pang isa. Lastly is social media management platforms. So ito po yung ginagamit ng mga social media managers if you want to work as a social media manager. Recurpost, Crowdfire, Buffer, Hootsuite, Meet Edgar, Constant Studio. Yun po yung mga alam kong ginagamit mostly ng mga social media managers or to use for social media work. Okay, so you familiarize yourself with those tools about managing social media, then you will be able to provide your service, your skill set to those business owners that need your help in this in social media management and any other platforms that we've mentioned here. So, anything? Meron pong mga natutunan, hopefully. Your action items, ano ba yan? Your action items. So, hindi ko na malaya yan. Sorry po. Your action items is, please make sure that you already screenshot. So, wala po akong list, by the way. So, I said here, download the list. Hopefully, you screenshot all those tools and platforms that I've mentioned earlier. Okay? So, just let me know kung kailangan ko mag-back. So, hindi mo pa na-screenshot. Are you enjoying so far? So, hopefully, it seems like we are already 40 minutes. So, reliable places to get clients. Okay, so we have a reliable places to get clients, and that is we're going to mention all the sites, job sites. Ito po yung mga mare-recommend ko. It's because it's actually the ones that I have an experience I've been here. Okay, so here number one is that onlinejobs.ph. So ito po yung, and Outsourcely. Ito po yung mga sites that I could recommend if you wanted to start working as a virtual assistant. Okay, you could easily create your profile there, cater what what skill set that you already exists. So, for example, you are from an offline job and you have already an office skills, then you could actually use that to provide as a virtual assistant skills to help businesses. And you could work or you could apply for part-time or full-time work on these sites as a virtual assistant. And Golans and Upwork are basically the sites, and also Fiverr.com. So ito po yung mga sites that I could recommend if you want to go with freelancing work. So they are most likely on freelancing, and especially this what we call Fiverr.com. You could actually create. I've been in Fiverr.com for I think 4 years or 4 or 5 years. Since then, I was able to. But now hindi na ko na pong ginagamit yung Fiverr. I think I've earned $10,000 for that. Hindi part-time lang po 'yan. Paminsan-minsan ko lang po ginagawa yung Fiverr.com noon. So you could check that out. You could cater your services on Fiverr or your expertise, whatever you are. You could just check their website and you will be able to get an idea what you could provide. Okay? So, yan po yung mga list ng site you could get clients, reliable clients. And we will talk about how to avoid scam, okay? Later on. And Fiverr.com is more likely you can't be scammed kung dyan ko po magsisimula. But be aware lang po. So, we will talk more about that later. So, hopefully you have learned. So, your action items for this, it's just a quickie thing to know about the places. So, hope you have taken note on that. So, here's my action items for you on that. So, create your accounts on these sites. Golans, Upwork, Fiverr.com, OnlineJobs, Outsourcely.com. And if you want to become a virtual assistant, if you want to focus on being a VA, you want to charge for $5 an hour like that, then you could start with onlinejobs.ph to outsourcely.com. And if you want a freelancing job, you could go with Golance, Upwork, and Fiverr.com. Okay? So here's my recommendation though. Explore all. You could start exploring all these sites, but I would recommend you to focus on one. So one po at a time. So you start po to focus one at a time. I think you could start on Fiverr.com for just 1 month, and then try your best there. Try to learn to develop your skill set that I've mentioned, and then offer your services there, and then see and transition as you have need to transition to whatever you have to. All right, so landing a job and avoid scam. Hopefully that helps you. So any recommendations for beginners? I will answer that later on. Okay, so I will answer that. Please post your questions on your on our questionnaires. Okay, so don't worry. Mia will take all your questions and we will answer that on the Q&A later on at the end. So landing a job and avoid scams. So to land a job online, we have to have the B attitudes. Kailangan niyo po ng B attitudes. So we're kind of learning some lessons here in order for you to land a job. Okay, number 1 is that be honest. So I can't, marami pong hindi honest online, but even if they are not, hopefully you are. Okay, so it's important to be honest, starting from ourselves, because it's very important to actually be honest. Because one, if you are going to be interviewed, you're not going to think a lot. You're stressing to think a lot when you're being interviewed. Just say on what you have to say. Kung hindi ka pa po expert, whatever your clients are asking for, then you could be honest that you're not and you're learning. And then isa din po is when you're honest to yourself, you could see your weakness, where you're not good at, and then you could develop that weakness to strength. So you would say, okay, you're seeing a job post that actually you want. Then pag nakita niyo po yan, and you will be interested to actually apply for the job, and then you will see terms that you're not familiar with, then be honest to yourself. Okay, I'm not familiar with this just yet. Then I will go search for this keyword. Ano po ito? Then I will learn. I will learn about this, and then I will make myself an expert to this specific thing that I want to work for. All right? So yun po yun. Ganun po ang you just need you to be honest to yourself. Wag niyo pong ilalay yung sarili niyo. Wag po kayong maglay sa sarili niyo. It's best to be honest and to know your weakness, and then strengthen whatever your weakness is. Don't be living in a lot of sugar coating life. And then be attentive. Importante pong being attentive working online, because I will give you a hint. So when we are posting job to hire someone to our company, ang ginagawa po namin is that there are questionnaires, kaya po kailangan po ng be attentive. So I'm giving you a hint. So be attentive because we are sometimes posting in our job post. Say for example, we will say, okay, can you submit your resume with this subject line? So specific subject line, pag sinabi ko po yung specific subject line, you have to be attentive. So ganun po mag-shortlist yung mga companies. Easily you could shortlist those people that are actually not attentive to details. Then yun pong nag-follow ng details, that means those are the people that automatically go through to the interview process. Yun po yung importansya ng attentive. And it's also very important to actually to achieve greater result in your work, because you are attentive, and avoid a lot of mess in the process kasi you have followed instructions carefully. Okay, so be attentive po. So if you have any questions about that, I will answer that later on. And then be responsive. Okay, be responsive. Very important po ito. If you're trying to be working online and you are replying for days like that, you have questions. I mean, you are not responding to them. So, for example, they posted a job, and then, or probably you are getting a notification that you're one of the candidates, and you responded too late. napaka-late nyo pong mag-respond, that's not a good thing. So be responsive when you are on the online sites that you have been applying for. Make sure you are there from time to time. Check in things and check in out. Tini-check nyo yan from time to time. Respond as fast as you could, as much as you could. Kung hindi, ito po yung tip, kung hindi pa po kayo marunong, you're not good enough for typing English, replying in English, you don't have much confidence, spend time learning English. If you are not fast enough to type, because it's also required, not too much, but it's also in your advantage that you're able to type fast. Ipapractice po yun natin yung 10 mga daliri natin, wag lang po yung mga 2 daliri. Spend learning typing, okay po? You will be able to respond fast to those potential clients that you could become yours, and they will love you because you are fast to get back to them. Then have be service and result oriented attitude, or be service and result oriented. Kailangan po natin to. We always you have to always think that you are on service. You provide service. You existed, being a virtual assistant or a freelancer or whatever you are in your paths, to provide result to those that you are working for. You need to have an output. You have to provide something that they could say that worth it. O hindi lang po yung kasi po ito po yung nangyayari most likely is that people are just going to work online just to make money. As long as they time in, time out, yun po yung mga concept ng iba, yun po yung mga isip ng tamad. Okay? So you're here, you're there to provide services because you're willing to be of service and you're willing to be of help to them, and you wanted to provide result for them. Okay? And now, be not afraid to fail. So, wag po kayong matakot mag-fail. So, kung mag-apply po kayo and you have been rejected, don't treat that as failure. Yun po yung mga nangyayari sa iba is that they want isang applyan lang or a couple of things. You already took a lot of emotions into it. So, we have been so overwhelmed by rejections. Don't be overwhelmed with rejections. If you think that rejections is failure, you can't move on. So even if you are trying to do things for a client and then you mess up, wag pong mag-alala for that specific if everything is revertible. Okay, so kailangan nyo lang pong i-treat yung mga failures that you think is failure as a learning point. Yun po yung mga learning point natin. Kaya nga, for this quote, it says, Robert Kiyosaki says, don't let your fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. Sometimes we're too fearful to face things. Ayoko mag-apply ng job, baka ma-reject ako. Di ba? So, meron po tayong mga mindset na ganun. Ayoko na lang po mag-apply kasi baka ma-reject ako. Hindi mo pa nga na-try. So, baka hindi ko ma-answer yung tanong niya. Hindi po mga try. Face your fear. Yun po yung sagot. We could go over our confidence. We could go beyond our fear. We could defeat, or we could increase our confidence by facing our fears in life. And that's why we have a PVAC community, because we know that we have all that fear. Hindi ko po tinatanggi yan. I have fears. When I first applied to job. I don't know what to say. But I face that fear, and beyond that fear is actually an opportunity. So yun po yung kagandahan when you face your fear. Because actually fear is FEAR, means false expectation appearing real. And we've been delusioned with that false expectation, right? So you have to face your fear. And don't worry. Ito po yung kasi sinusolo po natin yung fear natin eh. That's why we created that PVAC community or PVAC group, so that you could express your fear. You're afraid, then we're there. Marami pong mga aspiring virtual assistant then to provide you help. So we're here to support each other, okay? So he who is not everyday conquering some fear has not learned the secrets of life. The secret of life. See, you have to conquer some fear. Okay, we have to conquer fear from time to time, so that because beyond that fear, our false expectation that are appearing real are basically opportunities. So you might regret that in the future that you haven't taken some action, rather than living on what, especially yung fear po that what others are saying, what others would say. Wag po tayong mabuhay sa standards ng iba. We have our own life. We have our own life. Hindi po sila nagpapakain sa atin. So don't live by their expectations. You have your own. You have to meet your own expectations. Okay. So hopefully that's helping. Okay, so that's how you would land a job. You have to have those B attitudes. Okay, how to avoid scam. Okay, how to avoid scam. Actually, just a very basic po ito. Sorry if I give you an expectation. Number 1 is don't fall in love with money. Okay, don't fall in love with money. Kasi ito po kasi yung main na ginagamit ng mga scammers, that when you are in love with money, you want money too much. Kaya po madali po tayong naska-scam. We're always trying to find the fast solutions to get that money. Yun po yung indikasyon that if you're easily bait for that easy money making scheme, you are in love with money. And First Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 says, the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's not the money that is the problem, it's the love of money. So kaya po hindi po dapat tayo fall in love. Wag mo nating i-marry si money. They're just a tool. Okay, tool po yan to actually use. Pero wag po nating i-fall in love ourselves with that, because that's going to be the first basis of scammers to scam you. Madali po tayong madadala for their tactics. And here, know the basics. I'm gonna show you in my email the basics, so that you will see what I meant by that. You must know the basic by their basics is that scammers are good in personification and counterfeiting. Okay, they are good at counterfeiting and personification, like mga big brands like Banco de Oro, or banks like PayPal, merchant account like PayPal, or whatever common names, brand names, big names. They could use that even in Facebook, like HP or Colgate. They use that names to actually allure people to fall in their tricks. Okay, they personify and they counterfeit. So kaya po mag-ingat po kayo when you read those posts or whatever jobs that would give you that opportunity. Know the basic. They are counterfeiting the legit sites or businesses. So I will give you an example here. Let me give you an example in my email. One of those, probably it's not related to job right now, but I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, so here, I don't know if you're seeing my screen. Oops. So you're not seeing my screen, right? Oops. Okay, here. Quick. So ito po yung mga personification ng mga scammers. So for example, this person actually texted me. Ito po yung mga personification na Coins. So for example, Coins Asia Pro. So they actually texted me that I've withdrawn money to my BPI account, and I haven't done that. So they're actually using the name coins.ph like that. So then they represent a website, Coins Asia Pro. So one of the things that we could do with that is that we have to make sure that we are vigilant to actually note that. So we have to make sure that we are not going to get bait. So you visit the site and you sign up and you input your password. That ang ginagawa po nila, rini-replicate po nila yung website. Kaya po beware din po kayo sa mga job posts that ino-offer sa iyo. Baka may mag-offer sa iyo from onlinejobs.ph. Sabi that you have been interviewed like that, and then it will ask you for money, for a security fee like that. So onlinejobs.ph, then meron, notice the name. Meron po pala yung extra jobs PH sa, like that. Okay? So beware of the name, or they will probably do it like this, online jobs dash jobs.ph. So kaya po kailangan po to be vigilant po tayo dyan. So be sure that you are vigilant enough to actually be aware of their strategy, okay, or their basics. They're good at counterfeiting. Okay, so I can see your screen. You can see now, right? So that's how it is. How you could avoid scam. You have to make sure that you know the basic. They good at personification and counterfeiting, and then be vigilant, as I mentioned, and then lastly, ask and confirm from others. So if you have friends, ask them. And we have a community. If it pertains to your online work, you could post your concerns kung scam po ba yan or hindi. Doon po sa Pinoy Online Community, you could post things like that to confirm whether what you are going through are scam or not. So hopefully that helps how you would avoid scam. Big word yang donut. Do not fall in love with money, okay? So your action items, remember what you've learned here and apply them. So yun lang po. And then, let's go with your build your skill set the right way. So ito na po. Ito po yung maganda that you are going to build your skill set consistently. Ito po yung kailangan so that you'll be able to offer your services. Okay? So let's go ahead. And nandyan pa po ba kayo? Because we are giving load right now. Kung wala na po. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into building your skill set the right way. Okay, so first, I only have 3 steps, and I will show you how you should do it, okay, so that you will build your skill set consistently. So here, step 1 is that you have to find or search what skill set that you wanted to build. I already showed you the platform earlier, and hopefully you already screenshot that. Those, in-screenshot nyo na po yun. You have saved that somewhere, so you could see that in your easily later. You could see that. Then once you have selected, of course, finding your the skill set you want to build is, of course, you have to make sure that it's aligned with your passion. Gusto mo bang gumawa ng website? Kung yun po yung gusto nyo, you have to align that. I need to familiarize this platform to create website. Yun po mga platforms to create website. Okay, yun po yung gagawin nyo when you are finding your skill set, because it's actually easy and enjoying to work when you love what you're doing. I don't know if you agree to that. Okay, hopefully you find your skill set. I already listed all the platforms, most of the platforms that you actually needed to familiarize with. And then step 2, you set a SMART goal. Okay, you have to make sure that you set your SMART goal. So hindi lang po yung SMART goal means specific, okay, measurable, actionable ba yan? Realistic, and time-bounded. Napaka-importante po yung T sa SMART goal, yung time-bounded. You have to make sure that you actually attach a date when you want to achieve that goal. Kasi po, kung hindi nyo po yan nilagay sa schedule, you don't put a date on the goal that you wanted to achieve, you will just forget about that. And your action items or your daily activities will just be swayed with different activities. Okay? Oh, attainable pala yung A. And then, step 3 is create a time block for learning. So, ito po yung pinaka-importanting tip dito. You have to make sure that you are going to create a time block. Ang ibig ko pong sabihin yan is that when you are in a day, di ba po, busy po tayo in everyday, every life. But today, we are on quarantine. So, ang pwede po natin gawin is actually set a time. Ang time block, specific, you have to block a specific time of the day that you are going to just dedicate your time for that. So, for example, in Tuesday, at 7 to 9 p.m., I will dedicate the time just for learning. So, yun po yung time block. Pag na-set nyo na po yan, wag nyo na po yung i-change. Yan na po yung learning routine ninyo. Or up to, gagawa ka naman ng ibang time block for another learning. So yun po yung time block. You have to create a time block, and then you have to say and create a what we call this, a environment that you're actually going to so for example, you have to have a conversation. You have to, ano ba yung tawag niyan? You have to agree. Yan po. Ang hirap Tagalogin. You have to agree. Okay, you have to agree with your households, with your housemates. For example, you have said, okay, learning ko to ha, learning ko time ko to, wag kayong mag-istorbo in this time. Okay, you treat that as a very important thing to you. You set your time block. Okay? So yan po yung importante diyan. And of course, meron po sa atin mga parents, meron po mga anak, of course you have to be adjust, you have to be flexible in terms of that matter. Okay? In terms of that matter. Ano ba yan? So let's do it. So I'm gonna show you quickly how to do it. So let's go ahead and get into our time block. To how you would set your goal to build your skill set. Okay, ito po si ClickUp. I will show you ClickUp. So again, I mentioned to you earlier that it's good that you are going to start with ClickUp. So ito po si ClickUp. So you could start by doing creating a list. So like for example, I created a folder here or a space I called skill set building. Don't worry about the terms that I'm using. You will be familiarized with that when you explore this. Okay, then I created a list called what platform that I wanted to achieve or to actually learn. So I create a list here, and then that list I created specific tasks. I created specific tasks that I wanted to learn. So for example, I want to explore the product creation. That is one of the feature of Kajabi. So yan po, that's how I set my goals. And then you have to make sure that you actually set date and time that you wanted to do that. So that's why that's important po yung time block. Okay, yun po yung importansya that What happened? Oh no, sorry. I'm so sorry. Whew. Ay, nako. You're supposed to share your screen. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Salamat, Al James, for notifying me in Gmail. Whew. Buti na lang. Wala po kasi si itong si YouTube, wala pong notification. Okay? So, thank you for letting me know. So, ito na po tayo, si ClickUp. Okay. So, sorry for that. And now, ito po si ClickUp. Okay? So, si ClickUp po is the project management tool that I've showed you earlier. Ito po yung ginawa ko. It's that we could build, this is an example that you could build how you would be able to build your own skill set goal. Okay? So, first, make it smart. Diba? Kailangan po yung time bound, and I will show you later on. So first, you have to create your list. So you have to create your list what platforms or skill set that you wanted to build. So for example, okay, I want to familiarize the Kajabi platform. So I created a list called Kajabi Training. And in my Kajabi Training list, I created a lot of tasks that is related to actually achieve that specific goal. Kung kailangan kong manood ng YouTube, may YouTube video about Kajabi. So I will add that to my to-do list here. So you just keep adding to-do lists to that specific platform that you wanted to familiarize that relates to that, to master that specific platform or to add up to your skill set, right? And then here's the important thing. Ang ClickUp po is that there is what we call a goal setting or goal feature where you could set a goal. So ito po yung gagawin nyo. So for example, I have a Kajabi Mastery. You could create a Kajabi Mastery goal. So you could just create a new goal. So for example, like that. So I name it Kajabi Master. Master Kajabi, or whatever I could name the goal is. Master Kajabi. Okay? So yan po yung kagandahan dito sa ClickUp. Then owner is going to be me. And then it's going to be private. I just wanted to have access to it. So ito po yung importante. The goal should have a date. It should be a time bounded, right? So I have to make sure that it's going when you want to achieve this. So I have to have a specific date in mind when I would achieve this. So I will say that I will achieve this on 22, like that. So click OK, and then next you could add some description of it, whatever you want to use. And then after that, the goal is created. And then you have to attach a target to this. So this is yet empty. So remember, I have created the list earlier. So I have to create a target. Then ang target name is complete. So whatever you call it. So call it whatever you want it to call it. It doesn't matter as long as it's descriptive to you. And then I will tie it on a task list. Or I could add a task list, or I could individually add a task. So I could find that task list earlier, and then I will just attach those tasks here and keep them adding here. Ganyan po ang pag-set ng goal dito sa ClickUp. Then click OK and voila. So ito na po, I have my task or goal ready. So remember that you have the goal when you want to finish this. So there you go. You see that the tasks are already attached. So if I click one of those tasks and mark it as complete because I've already gone through to the training, so what will happen is that I will be able to see my progress. So you see here, it's already saying me that I already completed one task. I'm 14% of that specific goal. So yan po yung importansya of setting goal. And then good thing is that we have a tool to actually take advantage to use to see our progress and help us achieving our goal. Okay, so hopefully that helps, and hopefully this lesson give you a boost and a proper way to actually build your confidence. Okay, so does that help? Di nakafocus si sir. Ha? Okay, hopefully you have learned from this. And don't forget, I'm using ClickUp. Okay, ClickUp. So I've introduced that to earlier, a platform for project management tasks. Okay, so far, yun po yung mga learning that we have been through. So hopefully you remember all that. I know you don't. Hindi po lahat, but so far, hopefully you are learning. Okay? So let me know your feedback. So your action items is that find and list the skill set and platforms. Oops, sorry. So and platforms that you wanted to master. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then next is that set them a smart goal. I already showed you how. And then create your learning time blocks and follow your schedule. Ito po yung pinaka-importante dito is that whatever app that you're using, whatever goal that you set, if you don't have a discipline, self-discipline, and actually a will to do things, you will be swayed po. So right now you probably feel excited, but later on you feel bored and you will not be able to achieve that. So make sure that you are consistent to do things. Ito po yung secreto. Okay, ito po yung secret to actually go beyond what you are right now is to actually consistently do it and make it a habit. Kasi po, na-habit na po kasi natin yung hindi natin tinatapos yung mga bagay-bagay. We have a manyana habit. Kasi habit po yan. We have built that. We have to counter defeat that with also building a habit of doing. Okay? So hopefully that helps you. That gives you a tip. Yeah. So, all right. So, make sure that you explore all this later on. And hopefully, you have learned a lot. So, meron po akong, ito po, we have covered a lot of things right now. And we will still go through to the, ano nga yun? Ating Q&A. So, we will go through to our Q&A. Alright? So many are saying, take dedication po to create more views. So yeah, thank you din po, thank you. Management and project management tools. Then, meron pa po tayong laban lang. Thank you so much for all your good things, good words. Okay, meron pa po akong offer sa inyo. Okay? So, ito po. Are you ready to actually be more, do more, and able to actually achieve more and grow more? So, I have an offer for you. Okay? So, I have an offer for you. May babayaran ba? Okay, I have an offer for you to level up. So, hindi po to para sa lahat, I know. But if you're interested, so here we are. Number one is that we are launching Pinoy Online Academy courses. Okay, so meron po tayong online academy courses na ila-launch. And it will start by the end of May 31st. We'll be releasing our courses. And then meron po tayong live training next week. So I'm gonna give you the details. Ito po ang details ng ating mga courses. And you will be given access to this as a founding member po. Okay? So ito po yung details. Number one, ito po yung mga offer ko sa inyo. If you wanted to go to the next level. Number one is for... Woo! Ano naman? May chat na naman. Number one is that 4 weeks getting clients live training. Okay, yan po yung isa na i-learn nyo that we will go through for as a founding members. You will have access to the 4 weeks getting clients. And then next is that we will also have a level 1 VA training. And level 1 VA training, if you will complete this VA training, you will be able to start charging from $4 to $5 per hour as a virtual assistant if you want to go through to that. And then if you complete level 2 VA training, you could start charging from $8 per hour if you wanted to work as a virtual assistant. And then we will also have the freelancer path. Okay, so we also have a freelancer path that you will be able to transition from being a virtual assistant rate to a freelancer rate. Okay, you could do that, and that's where we're going to discuss things. And then you will also have access to POA or Pinoy Online Academy Members Only Group. So meron po tayong group na create, separate po yan sa PVAC. Ang PVAC po is more on free stuff, free training. Sa POA is more dedicated on giving you more advanced help and more personalized help po dun sa POA. And then you will also have a Slack members only access. That means you will have like a live chat group that you could get your help upon when you are needing help. So lahat po ng team members ko, we're already on this Slack team that they will be able to respond to your questions and if you need any help along the way on your journey while you are going through to the courses. So, with that said, how much would this be? Are you excited for the price? Okay, so meron po tayong babayaran nito. Ay, sad. Napakasad naman yan. May babayaran. Okay, so mayroon po tayong babayaran to actually have access to this training course because it's going to be a value. It will provide value to your journey of making money online as a virtual assistant work from home career. So ito po yung price niya. Wow, 2,500. But hey, since a founding member, you're not going to pay that price, okay? Even today, because you're still stay at the webinar. And level 1 VA training, the cost po is that 2,500. Wow, another 5,000 na yan. Level 2 is 3,000. Wow, 8,000 na yan. Freelancer path, 3,000. Access to POA, 1,500. 354 Slack, what? That's 16,700. Wow. Napakalaki po, di ba? But you're not gonna pay that much because I have a special offer for you. Even you are not paying 1,599 a month, you are not going to pay that amount if you are going to be one of the founding members today. Okay, because you stayed to this webinar. I'm giving you access this for free? No, it's not for free, okay? I know there is pandemic and I understand all the situation. That's why I'm not giving you this price. Okay, again, I'm not giving you this price. So, surprise, surprise. So hulaan nyo kung magkano babayaran. I'm just giving you an overview of the price kasi I want you to see this of value. I want you to see this of importance. If you really wanted to go through, you must see the value of this training that I'm going to give you. Okay? So wala kaming pera, yung mga rason na yan, it's going to be reasons if you don't want to change your life. Okay? So you need to invest in learning. So if you're not going to invest to become the founding members of the Pinoy Online, no worries. You have a lot of trainings that I've already showed you. You could go through that with self-study. But if you want to have an added support, then you could go with here. Again, it's not the price, okay? This is not the exact price for now. I'm just giving you the value. I will just give you a hint. Magkano kaya lahat ito? So, ang makakahula will have access free. Sige daw. So, this is an original price. So, magkano po kaya ito? 1K? 500? 1,000? 999? 5K? Okay. So, the price for this, I will reveal this to you now, is ding ding ding, walang nakahula. So, walang makakakuha. Okay, ito po ang price niya. Ding 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 ding. All those access, that 16,000 worth of courses is going to be just 750. Okay? So 750 pesos po ang price nito ngayon. So if you wanted to go through and access your 750 founding members exclusive access right now, you could visit the link bit.ly POA-join. And this price is going to be only up to May 20. Again, this is going to be released courses on May 31st. This will be released gradually. We will start from level 1 VA training. But yun pong 4 weeks getting clients live training will start next week. So magsa-start na po tayo ng weekly live calls. Isang call po yan, live call po yan using Zoom. We'll be in Zoom 4 weeks. We will have 4 weeks, I'm being redundant. We will have getting clients call every week, once a week po, for 4 weeks. 1 month training po yan to get clients. And we will have a extensive lesson that you will be able to, help you start, have a knowledge to get clients. Okay, so nawala yung link. So bit.ly POA-join. So yan po yung price, 750 pesos up until May 20 lang po yan. Okay, so still, hindi pa po tayo tapos. Okay, kung mayroon po kayong questions regarding this about paying or anything, if you have any other may problem po kayo upon paying, don't worry, we have a lot of other methods. If you're not, we're using PayPal, by the way. If you are not able to pay through PayPal, just email team@pinoyonline.academy to ask any questions or help. And meron po tayong chat box doon po sa Podia, sa members area po. If you visit our members area, meron pong chat box doon. If you have to inquire anything about the price or any concerns, just chat there. And then, now, let's proceed with our, yes, pwede din po yung GCash. We would accept GCash payment. So, proceed na po tayo sa Q&A. Okay? So, Q&A. So, Mia. So, meron po po dyan. Paymaya, pwede din po. So, pwede din pong bank transfer or whatever method that you will be able to have. Okay? So, Q&A na po tayo. So, just visit the link if you are able to pay right now. And you will have direct access to the details inside. Q&A. How long the lessons last? So, yun pong live lesson, magdepende po yan sa yung live training po. Is that Q&A na? Q&A, I think that's about the price, about the course, okay? So, how is the schedule po? The schedule is going to be for the getting clients is weekly. Once a week po yan. So, starting po next week at May 21st, mag-start po yung ating live training on that. Zoom po yung gagamitin natin. So we will have a conversation. Ang details po is nasa once you already purchase, nasa members area po yan. Makikita niyo po yung schedule at yung mga topics na ating tatalakayin to getting clients. Okay? And yes, we will tackle all about for beginners. Everything you needed as beginners. Tatalakayin po natin yan. Yung mga platforms ito, kailangan matutunan, ituturo ba? Yes, absolutely. Yun po yung level 1 VA training, level 2 VA training. We will have a specific skill set training there. Ang platform, iniisa-isa po natin yon doon. And we will release those trainings gradually. Starting po sa May 31st, mare-release na po yung mga content. Getting clients is the same as internship? Somewhat. Yes, meron po tayong certificates for every levels po ng training. Yun pong, even for the getting clients live call, we will have a training. We will have a certificate, I mean. You will have. So the modes of our payment is you could pay through PayPal. Yun po yung link, bit.ly/POA-join, or you could pay through GCash, Paymaya, or through bank transfer. So we will give you the details if you want those other methods aside from PayPal. So just just chat on Podia and we will reply later after this webinar. Okay? So wag pong mabahala kung May 20 pa naman po ito ang price. Pero hopefully you will not forget. Yes, absolutely. Yun po mga level 1, level 2 trainings, you will be guided. Mga personal skill set training po yun. Mga specific skill set. Kung paano gamitin ng mga tools and so on and so forth. Yes, we will have fixed schedules. What's the best and recommended? Okay, so we have fixed schedules for the live getting clients training. Because I also have clients to attend to and I already fixed that training. But if we agree kung sa lahat po ng mga mag-purchase ng as a founding members, we will agree to a specific date. Then we will adjust the date kung kailangan for the live training. But of course, this live training have replays. Okay, so lahat po ng ating live trainings, we will have a replay that you could go through. But mas maganda po talaga yung nandun ka sa live training. Okay, so 750 pesos is that I think that's a no-brainer price for the value that you will get even with just the weekly training. And because I know and understand the current situation, we are in pandemic. But of course, kung ibibigay ko din po ito for free, most likely will not just give value to it. That's why I'm showing you the value of this. Because many people, when you given it for free, they will just neglect it. So 750 should be, you should think of that price. Dapat hindi na yan pinag-iisipan kasi you have to think of that price as an investment. It would be very hard kung you are treating that as an expense because you are investing in knowledge and skill set. And in exchange, you will be able to have a consistent and stable job and work from home career. Right? And kaya po 750 pesos lang for this time, and one of the reasons is that because again this you are a founding members and the courses are going to be created to be released. They will be created gradually to be released on May 31st, starting May 31st, and we already have an outlined trainings and already recorded some, and then we will also be adjusting to the needs na kailangan nyo sa mga members po, exclusive sa mga members. You are going to be like special. You are a VIP. So sa lahat po ng mga interested, you could pay through that link, and then if you have any other methods, you just message us. You could message us through team at Pinoy Online Academy. Bakit nga? Paki-type nga Mia if you are there. So Q&A po sa lahat po ng mga concerns about working online. So just remember, kung kailangan niyo pong gusto niyo pong mag-access ng uh, or you want to get to it to pay, just contact team at Pinoy Online Academy kung hindi po kayo makakabayad through PayPal. All right, so next is wow. Congratulations, Elena. Na-access na. Okay, so for now, whoa, Grace Day. Saan ka na pala ngayon, Grace Day? Nasa ibang mundo ka na pala. Yes po, mayroon po yung mga live recording. Lahat po ng mga live training, we will have a recording for that. We have coaching call replace po. They will be available in the members area. Ay, Dubai na pala. Nakatabisaya na noon ko. Dubai na pala ka. Dubai na ka, Grace. Okay, so again, thank you so much. I think we have to tackle a lot of questions right now. So mayroon po bang mga questions? Let me scroll up. I think what's the best from Mike Gorlodan? What's the best and recommended online job website for beginners to avoid scams? As I mentioned, when I began, I worked at onlinejobs.ph. I started from onlinejobs.ph. So I think there's too little percentage to actually get scammed in onlinejobs.ph because business owners that are in onlinejobs.ph and even outsourcedly are basically have to verify their profile first before they actually post a job, and then they have to pay. And anyways, still there's still percentage, but again, you have to remember those lessons that you've learned to avoid scams. You have to familiarize with their tactics, their counterfeiting and personification. Do we need to provide a nice headset? On the training po, kailangan niyo po ng headset, not necessarily to have a camera, but you have to have a headset that has a microphone so that you could respond po with our conversation po during the live training. Mas maganda po that you're able to respond. If wala naman po, you could just do by typing, but it's actually better to actually communicate like just a meeting. Okay? So what else? What are the other questions? Hindi ko pala na-show mga questions. Ang liit ng screen. So, nandyan pa po ba kayo? Meron pa po bang tanong? Mia, where are the other questions? I think, sorry. Na-post na pala ni Mia. Danny for La Forteza. Can we go over to all the slides after presentation? Yeah. So, Danny, which specific of the slide that you wanted to go through? To the platforms? So, let me check the comment. Danny? Oops, sorry. Yes, still here. Naasa Fluxer. Okay lang. Sa cellphone training. For the live training, okay lang po sa cellphone kasi may Zoom. You can install Zoom on your cellphone po from Carla Sales. So, meron po tayong, we could just install the Zoom app to actually attend to our live training session. But I think cellphone is basically when I'm going to show you a screen, for example, it might be a little smaller. Danny, yeah, so let me get back to that. So the slide for the platform, isa-isahin natin. So far, and by the way, mayroon pa tayong bonus ha. Baka nakalimutan nyo. Sana nakalimutan nyo na. We're giving away loads today. And also, and by the way, I'm going to give you access for free. Sana yun? Level, ano ba yan? I forgot. Where's the platform? Number 4? Yeah, number 4. Ano ba yan? Okay, so there you go. Hindi po yun one-on-one training. Group coaching call po yan. Group coaching call. Para po we will be able to have a brainstorming during the call. Yun po, mayroon pong topic doon po. May details po about our training in the members area. Yes, the bonus. Sa schedule ng training as hindi po pre-recorded po lahat po ng training. Pag tapos na po yung pre-recorded training, they will be uploaded and be available and you will be emailed kung available na po sila. Then you could just create your own time block to when you would like to do the to those training. So ito po, let me know kung na-screenshot nyo na. So Active Campaign, email marketing platforms. And then webinar platforms. Oops. Sir, pero makiulit yung tool sites and social media marketing. Yes, we'll go through that. Pa-minimize po ng ay! Sorry. Na-chat pala. Oh no. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back to the very website platform. Yan po. And then we also have email marketing platform. Oops, sorry. Nagmamadali. May lakad. Sorry. If I pay and I will not be able to take some of the lessons and training, I mean sometimes I'm present and sometimes not due to some important reason, can I still have an update? I mean, any clips? Absolutely po. Again, lahat po ng ating training will have a recorded. That means you will have, they will be recorded in the members area. Okay? So, lahat po ng recording, may replay po tayo so that you could spend on time on that on your own schedule. And then, kung meron po kayong questions, that's why we have a chat, Slack, members-only access that you will be able to have access to, that our team will be able to get back to you and help you personally when you need it. So if you have questions about the training, because when you are watching the recorded, you could just use the comment box. Open po yung comment box natin sa mga replays. So your questions will be answered during that. I could create you a video instruction for specific questions to answer specific questions or just reply you with comment. Hopefully that's clear. So what is the difference of your training to your 5-day challenge? 5-day challenge is more specifically getting you familiar with things like this webinar. You're getting familiar. Yung training po natin is more personalized po, more in detail, in depth. You will be explained. So for example, how to create a landing pages. So you will be, wala po yan sa 5-day challenge. So 5-day challenge, even this webinar, I'm pointing you to this, that you are going to go through to this. But in the training, in our virtual assistant training, I will go through to each of these tools that you could go in on your schedule if you wanted to watch them. And then also you have personal support po galing sa ating team, sa aming team, sa Pinoy Academy team. Okay? Yung virtual training po ba is mag-start? No. Yung live training po na getting clients, mag-start na po yan next week. From when yung virtual training from Dan Sabel, Dan, magsa-start na po yung getting clients weekly training, once a week po yon, on May 21, unless meron po tayong arrangement na kailangan, depende po yun sa mga members na mag-agree upon kung kailangan i-change yung schedule. And then, yung pong May 31, yun po yung start ng releasing ng mga courses natin, yung Level 1 VA training, level 2 VA training. Ang level 2 VA training, pagkatapos ng level 1 VA training, pag na-release na po lahat, level 2 training na naman, yan po, it will be released gradually po. Kung ano po yung natapos nating mga training. And you will be notified kung yung training is available na po. Recorded po yon. And that means you will be able to access them anytime on your own schedule. But again, I suggest that you have to make sure that you have to create your time block to actually spend your time on training para po you're actually going to learn. So let me know kung meron pang mga questions. Merong questions sa sinend ni Mia. When you're eligible with the project management, when you can add it into your headline profile, project management. Ano yun? When you're eligible with the project management tools. When? Then you can add in your headline project. Hindi ko naintindihan yung tanong, Germa. When you're knowledgeable with the project management, can you clarify, Mia? Probably you have the idea. Okay, so social media management platforms, ito po yun. Oops, sorry. So, let me know kung okay na po lahat. You have screenshot po. Sa yung 750 po for 1 month. No, that is one-time payment po. Wala pong monthly payment dahil you are a founding members po. You are founding member exclusively lang po sa nag-attend sa webinar na ito. You are going to pay that one time. Wala na pong monthly. So, meron pa po bang gustong mag-screenshot? So, let's go ahead to the bonuses na. Kung wala na po, let's go ahead to the bonuses. And I think we already tackled about, we already asked the questions. Sana po may 21 evening sked. Ang naset na po is 4:30 p.m. So, let me know if, I think, ito po yung, Uy, si Danny. Okay, bonus. Okay,